I'll give you certain figures which are, you can say, are unique to our country. In this country, we have got more than 5 crore cases pending. This is a world record. No other country can have it because we have the most populous nation in the world. That's why we have the largest number of cases. We have got around 25,000 courts in the country. If we look at the population to judge ratio, it is about, we can say, we have got right now around 15 judges per million, which is in the lowest bracket. In US, they have 75 judges per million. People talk about delays in justice. This is one of the reasons. Of course, there are constraints regarding resources. Every court generally has a pendency of about 3,000 cases. So in 2000, when I joined judiciary as additional district judge, so by that time there was no computerization in courts. So I wrote a letter. I was additional district judge working in district courts, quite near to your college. So I wrote a letter to the Honorable Chief Justice, which was, I think, an out-of-box idea, directly writing to the Chief Justice, that since high courts are somewhat computerized, why can't we computerize the district courts? So they said, एक पंजाबी में कहावत है, जड़ा बोले हो यो कुंडा खोले. Since you have started this, so you lead this. So that gave me a chance to work for computerization of courts, first in Delhi for about 10 years, from 2002 to 2012. And in 2013, the Honorable Supreme Court requisitioned my services. There is no deputation to Honorable Supreme Court. They simply sent a requisition letter that you are required, you have to join. So for 1 year, I was in Honorable Supreme Court looking after the computerization of courts in the country under a flagship scheme, which is called the E-Committee's vision. So that was the first project that we implemented. Within a short span of time, we computerized 14,000 courts in the country, which is again a world record. No country in the world has computerized 14,000 courts in 1 year. This milestone, the Honorable Supreme Court's guidance has made us to achieve. As on date, the movement that we started, and of course, in the last 3 years of my judicial career on the bench, I was part of the AI committee of the Honorable Supreme Court's E committee, which is looking after use of AI in courts computerization. The vision of the Honorable Supreme Court, I'm told, Honorable Justice Chandrachud was here, so he was our mentor. So his vision was that every litigant in the country, he doesn't understand English. So any judgment passed by Supreme Court in English is useless for him. So he should get his judgment in his own native language. So with the use of AI, during those days from 2001 onward, we started translating judgments with about 95 to 96% accuracy in the native Indian languages, so that the litigant must understand what exactly has been decided in his case, why he has lost the case or why he has won the case. So that was another milestone which we achieved in this country. Second phase, when we started using AI in courts, we started doing batching of cases, similar types of cases, no need to decide them again and again. AI used to pick those cases, put them in one batches, so one decision will take care of n number of cases. So by that way, we are trying to reduce the pendency. Most of the pendency was added during the COVID period because for some time courts were not functioning. Again, Delhi holds a special record after 21 days lockdown. On 22nd day, Delhi High Court was the first High Court in the country which started the video conferencing facilities. And you will be, I think, astonished to know the first video platform that we used was the WhatsApp video, because there was no platform available at that time. So first video conference uh, Mr. Harish Salve, at that time QC, now he is KC. He appeared from London. All leading lawyers of the country, they also appeared in that case, one of the most contentious case about an industrial house. So that again, me and with my senior partner, Justice Siddharth Mudul, so we conducted that case. The first case through VC immediately after the lockdown was lifted on the very 22nd day, 21 days lockdown was there. Delhi also holds the distinction of starting Asia's first e-court in 2008 in Karkaduma Court Complex. I was the nodal officer of that project. So right now in all over the country, you can get up-to-date information about 5 crore plus cases on one platform. That platform's it's a portal called ecourts.gov.in. You can go down to from the main country's figure to the state. From state you can go to your district. From district you can go to a particular court. From particular court you can go down to your case, and you will come to know what exactly is happening in your case. We are updating 5 crore plus cases on day-to-day basis on a portal every minute in the country when the courts are functioning. This again is a world record. Judiciary is lacking only in one field. We don't have a PR department. So we could keep on doing whatever we can do, but there is no PR department to issue press statements or give interviews and all. So that's why people keep on criticizing courts are not working. There are delays in court. There are reasons for delays in court. One of them is that lack of infrastructure. We need 5 times more judges. We need at least 1,25,000 judges in this country. We only have 25,000. 1 lakh judges are missing there. Of course, government is making efforts. Supreme Court is making efforts, and state high courts are making efforts to recruit more judges, create more vacancy. To take some time. That is regarding the IT part. During COVID, gradually all the high courts came on VC, then district courts came on VC, Supreme Court came on VC. As of date, video conferencing hearings is a norm in courts. Almost every court, lawyers are appearing through video conferencing. This is another achievement. We get visitors from the so-called developed countries, and they are astonished to know the progress that this country has made in e-courts movement. Second thing I wish to talk about is we can say, not charity, but I will call it corporate responsibility, so corporate social responsibility, CSR, of me and my group. I got married in 1991. 2016 was my 25th marriage anniversary. Instead of celebrating marriage anniversary in Delhi by pitching a tent, inviting my friends and relatives, and organizing a feast for them, we as a family decided to adopt a village. So we adopted, and we wanted to adopt one of the, you can say, most backward village in the country. So people started suggesting you can adopt a village on the principles of Delhi, you can adopt your own parental village in Punjab, and all those suggestions. Ultimately, one of my friends told me, there is one village in Rajasthan, you name the thing that, see, this can't be true, and that is true about that village. This village is on the periphery of Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary. At that time, there was no electricity, no drinking water, no roads to reach. Out of 107 houses, there were toilets in only 7 houses. No hygiene standards, no paved streets. The school was in shambles. The nearest medical center was 10 kilometers away, which they can't approach during night because of the wildlife all around. So all negative ticks were there. So the day my friend told me, very next day, we went to that village. We saw with our own eyes the plight of the villages, and my family decided to adopt that village. The name of the village is Gad Nilkant. It's a very historical village. There is a Shiva temple which is 1200-year old. There is a statue of 18th Tirthankar of Jain religion there, which is 27 feet high, made out of one stone only. There were 300 temples all around there, which were destroyed. Why? Everybody knows. No need to talk about that. This was the capital of Peru, you can say, state, which somehow existed 1200 years ago. So we adopted that village. My friends pitched in. Right now we have got about 50 plus members are there, 50 families are there, and this group is called Back to Your Rootstocks. It's a unique experiment that we started 10 years ago. We started on 13th of November 2016. We will be completing 10 years this November. We don't take any government help. We don't take any help from any corporate. We don't take money from any of the member. The model is very simple. You can't get the benefit of charity while sitting at home. You have to accompany us to the village, go there, see the problems yourself, tell us what can be the solution, and lead that solution. So initially we used to visit this village every second Saturday every month. Later on we came down to one visit in 3 months, and during COVID it was disturbed for some time. We have adopted the village school. We are taking care of the medical center. It is called Community Health Center, which is 10 kilometers away from the village. That medical center takes care of 32 villages around. There is a place called Tehla. There is a Tehla gate also for Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary. So every 3 months we used to organize medical camps there with the help of other NGOs, especially for eye treatment and all. And of course, other medical examinations, and doctors used to go from Delhi, from Alwar and other places. So the net effect is that this village came in limelight. In the school, you are all from, you can say, a cosmopolitan city. You may not be knowing, the school was till 8th class. There were no benches in that school. Students from first class to 8th class used to sit on plain ground. There was not even, you can say, some sort of tarp for them to sit on. No mat, not at all. So we requested few public schools in Delhi who donated their old benches. We got them repaired, transported them to that school. So that became the first village school in Rajasthan which has got benches in all the classrooms. So similarly, there was no electricity. So with the help of all our friends, we installed a solar plant there. And now we have got the lights, fans in the classrooms. There was no drinking water. The water was there, but it was not of, you can say, potable quality. So we installed an industrial size RO there. Now, not only the students which are coming to school, but the entire village takes benefit of that RO plant, which runs with the solar energy. There were no toilets in the school. And of course, as I told you, there were only 7 toilets in a village of 107 households, whereas government gives a subsidy for construction of toilets. We persuaded the villages, and of course the local administration also pitched in. And I am proud to say, as on date, all 107 houses have got toilets in them. They are saved from that wildlife roaming around. If you have to go out during night, they were all dangerous, and all other types of problems were there, snake bites and all. We take care of 3 things: schooling, the education, the health, and the hygiene. Once we started visiting there, the local MLA pitched in. Now there is a road which leads to this village, a 7-kilometer road. All these streets are paved. The temple is taken care of. Of course, ASI is already there, Archaeological Survey of India. So they are taking care. Temple is in good shape now. And of course, school is running well. The net result is attendance in school has increased, and one of our student topped the entire state in one subject. That is the net effect, and that gives us extreme satisfaction. We got separate toilets for boys, girls, for teachers, all those things which should be there in a school. The another astonishing thing, you have a right not to believe, the villagers had not seen Indian flag in their entire life. So on 26th of January 2017, we hosted Indian flag in that village on the occasion of Republic Day. We told them how to salute, how to sing Jan Gan Man. So India doesn't live in these big cities. India live in villages. I request all of you, we have got 6 lakh plus villages in the country. I request all of you to adopt one village. Don't wait for government to do everything. Government is doing its bit. There are hundreds of schemes for upliftment of villages, but the benefit is not reaching the villages because they are not educated. If I call the DM of the district, he will respond. If a village sarpanch wants to meet the DM, he cannot meet the DM of his district in his entire life. That is the difference. You are the educated lot. Let us adopt one village. Start working. Don't adopt one village each. You can form a group, adopt a village, start working. Don't adopt a village in and around Delhi. All villages are urbanized. Go to the extreme nooks and corners of the country. Try to do your bit. The type of satisfaction which you will get is unmatchable. There is another village which was on the way. Later on, we adopted that also. Now we adopted 2 villages in Punjab. Now we have got an SOP how to adopt a village, what you can do in a village, what you can't do. We tried to provide employment opportunities, we couldn't. So we are concentrating only on 3 things: education, health, and hygiene. You can do that. Next thing I wish to talk about is the legal aid, which is very close to my heart. As a district judge, I was in charge of the legal aid committee of the district. Every district in the country has got a district legal aid committee. Everybody can be part of that. All students, they can be part of the district legal aid committee as paralegal. They organize lok adalats. They help the litigants who do not have the money to engage lawyers. They engage lawyers for them. They educate the masses about their legal rights. We started a movement in Delhi for the first time in the country. I told my legal aid team to go to all temples, gurudwaras, masjids, churches, and in those days, since I was posted in Transforma, we used to have number of covered camps also during that Sawan month. I said, you go to all these places. It was resisted by my higher officers. They said, sir, we are not supposed to go to temples. I say, you go to a place where there are 20 people gathering. After whatever puja or ceremony they have, just request the organizer to give you 10 minutes to tell those people there that this is what we do, and you will see the transforming effect. If you sit in a district court in room number 223 or some room number, and you expect a person who is your consumer, the litigant, the person who is suffering from some legal, you can say, problem, he should come to you, that won't happen. We started going to the masses, and later on this approach has been adopted by all the districts in Delhi, and it is spreading to the other parts of the country also, that we go to the masses, people should not come to us. When I retired in 2023, I refused to accept any post-retirement job. I said, I will practice law as a lawyer, and 50% of my litigation I'll do free. I am on the panel of the Honorable Supreme Court's Legal Aid Committee. We do all litigations for them free of cost. Although they pay other lawyers, but me and my team, we don't charge. And 50% of litigation which comes to my chamber directly also, we do it free of cost. So there's a lot to be done in the legal aid field. About 70 to 80% under trials. We have got around 14 lakh of them in the country. they cannot afford lawyers. So they are dependent only on free legal aid. If you don't provide them quality legal aid, they'll keep on suffering. One more thing that we do is to help the young entrepreneurs. We mentor them, we guide them, and we provide them free legal aid. Anybody who doesn't want to be a part of the 10 to 5 job culture, he can become an entrepreneur. The government gives all the facilities. There are hundreds of schemes for young entrepreneurs. So as a team, we guide them which scheme to approach, which department to approach for the guidance, which department to approach for the financial help, and which type of entity they should incorporate. It should be a sole proprietorship, partnership, company, whatever it is. And we later on the legal side, we mentor them. We can't mentor them on the financial side, we are not so strong, but we mentor them on the legal side. Some of the success stories you might have heard. There was a group called Innovate, which brought the co-working space revolution to the country. So we mentored that group, and later on it was taken over by another group. So similarly, there are others also. So every young person, instead of being an employee, be an employer. Then only we can, you can say, uh, help the country to come out of the present state of affairs, generate employment for 1, 2, 5, 10 persons. In my law firm, we are generating employment for about 50 persons. So at least not being a, had I been a part of some government department after retirement, I would have been an employee of the government. Now I am the employer. There are 50 people for whom I'm lucky to generate employment. This is what I request to all of you. Don't look for jobs, create jobs. So this is what is, you can say, a nutshell about what we do. As far as the life's journey is concerned, you have to take risks. I took risks in my life. I graduated at the age of 18 years from a college nearby in DU itself. I did my MCom from a private college. The day I completed my MCom, the college invited me to start teaching there. I started teaching there. I completed my LLB. After completing my LLB, I left that cushy job. I was working part-time in college, part-time in an organization, in a company. I left that job. I was getting sufficiently paid for from these two jobs. So I joined a lawyer who started paying me 200 rupees a month. So from a good income, I came down to 200 rupees. I worked as under a senior for 8 years, and after that I started my own practice. In first month of our practice, four of us, four lawyers, earned 3,200 rupees, 800 rupees each in 1994. And that too from a client who never came back to get his case filed. We offered him, we will return your money. He said, don't return my money. You will remember me throughout your life that I was your first client. So 800 rupees, from 800 per rupees per person per month, four of us. In 2000, when I left my practice, so I was paying a good amount of tax to the government and earning well. When I jumped to the other side of the bench, my first salary check was 26,000 rupees only. Me and my wife, we were just looking at the check, how we are going to survive for a month with this check. So, but we curtailed our expenses, we started planning, budgeting, and we started with that. So, similarly, when I left my job, when I retired in June 2023, in the first year, I almost earned nothing, but I took the risk. So these are the stages where you have to take a call. You want to be in employment, working for the same job for throughout your life, or you want to take risk. I took risk, and I am standing before you. I think this is all about my journey, my experiences, my missions, my projects. that we do as a group. Individually, nobody can do anything. Thank you very much.